Here's where we start for you at 11 o'clock. Preparations for this evening's State of the Nation address are being finalised in Cape Town. South Africans from all walks of life have diverse expectations of the speech. eNCA's senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is monitoring the build-up to the speech in the mother city. Sipa, I see you with police officers who are meant to safeguard City Hall there in Cape Town. What have you seen so far in terms of preparations?
Our trust in you, and we pray that.
Well, those preparations are being finalized. You will excuse me, my voice will be very soft because we're in the middle of a prayer session here. Police officers are praying, as my colleague Mabuti will be showing you. A prayer session is underway. These men and women in blue are praying for the State of the Nation address to be a success. They're hoping that there will be no security challenges, and they are just ensuring that everything is in order. Thousands of them are being deployed to look after the safety of this State of the Nation address event that is taking place tonight. So you will have a situation whereby you will see more and more of these police officers then, and I can tell you that indeed we are going to be getting an address from National Police Commissioner General Masemola, who will be welcoming these men and women in blue, and Police Minister General Cele is also here to basically give a word of encouragement, just encouraging these police officers and these law enforcement officers from Metro Police, South African Police, as well as members of the South African National Defence Force. Remember, this is a very important occasion in South Africa whereby the President of the Republic delivers a State of the Nation address. The whole country will be watching, and in terms of security, the security plan has to be implemented and executed very well. So this is a parade that is being presided over by the National Commissioner, National Police Commissioner General Fani Masemola, as well as Minister General Cele and his deputy Castle Matale. So this is what is happening here in Cape Town, and not only these law enforcement officers are going to be ensuring that they are dealing with protecting the country, but also just to make sure that the leaders who will be inside the National Assembly are safe, but also South Africans who are coming out in their numbers to work and observe the proceedings at the State of the Nation address are also safe. They are looked after too. So it's not only about the president, but this is the matter of national security. It's a matter of everyone's safety, and the issue of safety and stability is very crucial at this point in time. A number of protests have been planned around Cape Town for the State of the Nation address by the president. There are civil society groups, people who are complaining about the state of the nation in terms of poverty, inequality, unemployment, violent crime, the energy crisis. So there are about 3 protests that are planned across the precinct where the State of the Nation address will be delivered today. So we expect that these men and women in blue, they will be keeping order, ensuring that everyone is safe. People exercise their democratic right to protest within the confines of the law. So we'll wait to hear from the police minister when he addresses these members of law enforcement about the plans. As I hear National Commissioner saying, you are hereby ordered to enforce the law, stick to the law, implement the law, you are required to enforce the law. Those are the words coming from the National Commissioner, reminding them of what is expected of them.
Welcome all of you that come from other provinces.
And Sipa, in terms of these protests, what are you hearing on the ground? There were threats of protests, of course. Have you gotten any confirmation that these organizations will definitely be outside City Hall today when the President delivers his State of the Nation address?
In those few words, I would like to say
Absolutely, indeed. There will be those protests, and I can assure you that a number of organizations have planned those protests. It happens every year when the president delivers his State of the Nation address, whereby you will find that certain organizations will be protesting there. I want to ask my colleague Maputi to come this side with me so that we can show you also on the stage there. There is Defense Minister there, Thandi Modise, as you see seated, that two Police Minister General Bheki Cele there and the Deputy Minister. So those are those who are deployed to ensure that the issue of safety and stability of the country is taken care of. You see that in this parade there are soldiers as well. So let me just tell you that there is confirmation that about 3 organizations were planning protests, and those protests have got to do with issues of service delivery, energy crisis, unemployment, poverty, and equality, the socio-economic challenges that the country is going through. Let me do it this way. Allow me, if we still have time, just to take a walk and mount this camera so that we can listen to the Police Minister General Bheki Cele addressing this parade. But if you are out of time, of course, you will have to take it away from us, but we'll have to listen to his message as he's giving marching orders to these police officers who are here as well as soldiers.
Quickly have a listen, Sipha.
And all senior officers from all categories of the forces that are present here, good morning. But more than anybody else, good morning to the forces standing in front of us. Officers, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, officers. Good morning. I feel it's hot, but that can't damp your spirits. Officers, good morning. Good morning. Morning, officers. Good morning. Officers, good morning. That's out of order. Thanks very much. We are told our responsibility is one day that represents the whole year, where the Commander-in-Chief of the South African forces is here to give the line to the nation tonight. Yours is to make sure that happens with all necessity of respect, protection, and that protection is for the inhabitants and the citizens of this land, including those that are visiting us today. I know that the first parade took place at 4 in the morning. This is the second one. As you move around here, you are all over as the forces to look after the safety and the comfort of all people that be around this city, around this province, around this country in this moment when the president gives us the guideline. You must remember that their safety is not only when they enter these premises, when they enter these precincts, wherever they are and wherever you are, you remain responsible for their safety. Now, during and after the State of the Nation, and many other days thereafter, especially, we will emphasize the point that women, children, elderly, vulnerable, when they look at you, they must see the hope. Not only see the hope, but also receive the hope, receive the safety, and they must feel that your presence is better and is their safety. But for today, you must make sure that anybody that chooses this day to get out of the way, to break the law, has chosen the wrong day. Anybody that gets out of the way today, who tries to be clever than those that are clever, today must make sure that he has chosen a wrong day. The last portion that the National Commission has raised, we are mostly here for it. Indeed, we remember, we know, we are policing under the constitutional dispensation. We are policing under human rights. But that does not mean that you will not follow your constitution. And it's very clear, at the end of the day, your duty is to enforce the law. Your duty is to enforce the law. Therefore, you don't smile, you don't romance criminality. You don't show your teeth when it comes to those that break the law. You measure the law, you implement the law, but the Constitution calls upon you to enforce the law and protect the inhabitants. Anyone that is breaking that sequence, you are there to bring them back to that sequence of respecting the law. We're glad that you are all integrated here. Can see the members of the National Defence Force. I can see the special forces from the South Africans, from SAPS, all of you from different provinces, the law enforcement, the traffic. Today, we are one and you'll be working in unison and you will be working against any form of criminality, emphasizing the point that yours is to protect those that are keeping the law, those that are respecting the law. You will treat them as such. You will make sure that they are safe. You will make sure that you give them the smile. But those that are trying to be clever, you are not having the same face. We are not having the same treatment to them. You go and you go hard on them within the law. They must realize that this is a country with the law. You are there to enforce the law, and this cannot be a banana republic. That's a call we're making on you. Deep in the night, when everybody is gone, you'll be looking after those that will be still calling on you, making sure that they are safe. I would really re-emphasize the point that especially women, children, elderly, vulnerable groups, make sure that those people are taken care of. So you are instructed, as the Commissioner said, to go and fully implement the law and every other thing within the law that you're supposed to do. But the outcome of your work today is that the day and many other days after today, they go with all South Africans feeling your presence because they feel safe when they see you. It's important. Listen to the Commander-in-Chief. I know that many of you already are on your post. I know that you'll be relieving those. Please behave yourself. It's a day that you are listening to the direction. By the way, you're allowed to go out there. It's hot. When times to eat, you eat, and you are called upon to be jolly, do your work with faith, and you're allowed to drink. You are allowed to drink a lot of water. And not beyond anything that, so you go and take the water for your own health, for your own movement. I emphasize to drink a lot of water. So let's walk. Let's make South Africans proud. Ourselves, let's be proud. Let's be part of this nation. As a great nation, South Africa is a great nation. Let's be part of that. And let's say to the people of South Africa, we are there for you. Please be there for us. Thank you very much. Let's go and do the work as we expected. Don't deviate. Don't get out of the way. Those that they do, remind them and make sure that they have no space to do what they are not supposed to do. Thank you very much.